This is the High Voltage Business Builders Podcast, daily intelligence for serious e-commerce portfolio builders across Amazon, TikTok Shop, Shopify, Walmart, and every channel that moves the needle. Neil Twa and his Voltage team all day, every day, since 2012. Let's get into it.
Quick question before we get into it. When AI beats 16 law professors at their own job, what does that mean for the operator still writing product listings by hand? It means you are already behind. It's Thursday, July 2nd. Welcome back, folks. On behalf of myself and the entire team at Voltage, we are genuinely glad you are here for episode 310 of the High Voltage Business Builders Podcast. Whether you are at your desk, on the road, or somewhere in between this Thursday, we appreciate you tuning in. Now, pay attention to this. Here's the reality. AI just outscored law professors in a Stanford study, preferred 75% of the time across nearly 3,000 comparisons. That is not a curiosity. That is a signal. And if it is happening in one of the most judgment-heavy fields on Earth, it is absolutely happening in your category. Today, we are talking about what smarter AI tools actually mean for Amazon operators and what you should be doing about it right now. Look, I have been in e-commerce since 2012. I left a W-2 at IBM back in 2007 because I could see where the use was shifting, and right now the shift is happening again. Fast. Stanford Law just published a study. 16 law professors, nearly 3,000 blind comparisons. AI-generated responses were preferred 75% of the time over the human-written ones. Let that land. Not preferred in some narrow technical category, preferred in contract law, a field where, as one of the study's co-authors put it, there often is not a right answer. That is the part most operators miss entirely. Everyone thinks AI is great at math problems and spreadsheets. Sure, but this study is showing it performs in judgment-rich environments, ambiguous situations, complex reasoning, the kind of thinking that until recently we all assumed required a human with years of training. Now flip that to your Amazon business. What do you think listing optimization is? It is judgment work. Keyword strategy is judgment work, deciding which SKU to push into a new category, how to position against a competitor, when to pull back on ad spend, all judgment work. And AI is getting very, very good at judgment work. Here's what I see operators getting wrong. They treat AI like a faster search engine. They paste a question in, get an answer back, and move on. That is not how you use this. The operators who are winning right now are using AI as a thinking partner, not a shortcut. The study also flagged something important. AI responses were marked as pedagogically harmful only 3.5% of the time. Human-written answers, 12%. That means the professors themselves were more likely to mislead students than the AI was. Come on, think about what that means in your context. The expert advice you are paying for, the courses, the coaches, the Facebook group opinions, they carry a higher error rate than a well-prompted model. I am not saying fire everyone and go full robot. I am saying your skepticism is pointed in the wrong direction. I want to tell you about a conversation I had not long ago with an operator doing around $30,000 a month. Smart person, hardworking, had been running their brand for about 18 months. They came to us because growth had stalled. We started pulling apart their listing strategy, and what I found was that every single piece of copy on their main SKU had been written by the founder, personally, with real care and effort, and it was not bad copy. But it was copy written from the perspective of someone who makes the product, not someone who buys it. I asked them if they had used AI to research customer language. They said, and I am paraphrasing, "I tried it once, but the output felt generic, so I stopped." Yeah, because they prompted it like a search engine. We spent about 40 minutes going through a proper prompting approach. Feed it the review data. Feed it the competitor weaknesses. Feed it the specific use case you're targeting. Ask it to reason through the buyer's hesitation, not just list features. And then, critically, you review the output like a CEO, not a copywriter. You are not accepting the first draft. You are using it to think faster and sharper. Within 3 weeks, their main listing conversion rate had moved. Real movement. Not dramatic, but enough that at their volume, it translated to roughly $4,000 a month in additional revenue without touching ad spend. That is not magic. That is using a better tool correctly. The Stanford study showed that AI excels when the problem requires nuance and context. Sound familiar? Because that is every product category on Amazon. The operators who figure this out early are not just saving time. They are building a compounding advantage that gets harder to close the longer you wait.
Would you like to add $100,000 of net profit to your bottom line while saving 17 hours a week doing it? That's exactly what we built Voltage Business Builders for. It combines the power of experience and being in the right room with the power of AI to compress time and increase your business profits. More than AI for the sake of using AI. It's a room full of senior sellers with over 15 years in e-com, showing you the ropes of AI, business building, and creating generational wealth through business. Visit VoltageDM.com to see what's inside the Voltage Business Builders room. And now, back to the podcast.
3 moves. Do these now, not next quarter. First, audit how you're currently using AI. Seriously, just look at it honestly. Are you pasting questions in and accepting the first answer? That is the 12% error rate approach. The way to use AI well is to give it context, push back on the output, and iterate. Treat it like a junior analyst who is brilliant but needs direction. If you are a smaller operator doing $5,000 to $20,000 a month, start with one listing, one SKU. Feed it your reviews, your competitor reviews, and your target customer profile. Ask it to help you find the gaps. You will be surprised what comes back. Second, stop waiting for permission to use better tools. I know nobody wants to hear this, but the study out of Stanford is not an anomaly. This is the direction of every knowledge-intensive field: legal, medical, financial, and yes, e-commerce. The operators who are building real brands right now are not debating whether AI is reliable enough. They are testing it, refining their approach, and pulling ahead. If you're still on the fence, you are already 6 months behind the curve. Third, keep humans in the decision seat. This one is boring. It is also where the money is. AI gives you better inputs. You make the call. Ashley, one of the operators in our community, hit $7,400 in year-to-date sales in 2025 with nearly 20% net margin. That did not happen because she automated everything and walked away. It happened because she used systems and tools to see clearly, then made sharp operator decisions. The almost automated income model is not about removing the human. It is about removing the noise so the human can think. AI is a noise reducer. Use it that way. If any of this hit close to home, here is the thing. Smarter AI tools do not fix a messy data problem. They just make the mess move faster. Most sellers I talk to are drowning in tabs. Ads over here, inventory over there, listings in one place, sales numbers somewhere else. AI looks like the easy fix. But if the information going in is scattered, the answers coming out are wrong. You do not save time. You make expensive mistakes faster. That is not freedom. That is chaos with nobody steering. Here is what works. Caiman Data pulls your live Amazon numbers into one clear picture. Ads, listings, sales, inventory, all of it. You see what is working, and you see what is costing you money. Not another spreadsheet that eats your Sunday night, and you stay in charge. Caiman Data shows you the reason before you decide anything. You see the full picture. You make the call. Nothing runs without your approval. That is how it should work. That level of review used to eat hours every week. Caiman Data cuts that down with one live connection to your account. You spot waste fast. You protect your margin. You grow with confidence instead of guessing. That is how Voltage helps sellers at every level save time, protect margin, and grow without losing control. 13 years of running this play. We know what works. Go to VoltageDM.com to learn more about Caiman Data and what Voltage can do for your business. We will see you back here tomorrow. Until then, stay high voltage.